Okay, so the page I'm about to show you is you don't have this one because there's no need to print this one. So for now, you can just look at my screen. And this is page 7, but we're going to talk about article adjectives. And those are, I refer to them most of the time as articles, and there's only 3. And it's a, an, and the. That's it. Those are the 3 articles that we have in English. Those are used before a noun. Usually it tells when a noun is coming, like a pen or an apple or the boy, right? Those are all like pen and apple and boy. Those are all nouns. And these come before a noun in a sentence. Sometimes there's an adjective in between, like the blue pen, right? That is an adjective. Blue is telling what color the pen is. So that's where we use these articles. It says a noun follows an article adjective. Sometimes adjectives describing words come between the article and its noun, as in a kind dwarf. So a is an article, kind is an adjective, dwarf is a noun because it's a person, it's a little person. And it says to mark it, and this is how you're going to mark it in the book. You know how last week you wrote N on top of the nouns last week? This time we're going to add another thing here. We're going to add AR, and AR stands for article. So can you read this example sentence right here? Can you see it? Let me zoom in a little. Read this sentence right here. You'll have to unmute.
Sorry.
That's
The
okay.
tired soldiers built a fire near a oak tree.
An oak tree. Yes. So the articles are the. So we put AR on top of it. AR for article and an AR. Not and with a D. It's just going to be an. Okay. So now I want you to look for this page, page 9. You have this one. Your mom printed it for you. So get out page 9 and you need a pencil. Okay. Good. And when you're ready, go ahead and read that sentence too.
They decided to take turns guarding the camp.
Good. Okay. And the vocabulary word, by the way, what you did was read it. We already did that. The vocabulary word is guarding. Do you know what guarding means? How can you explain that?
Protect.
Yes, protecting. Right. Good. So let's put a check by vocabulary. And then we're going to go to the market column and it says one article. Next to that, I want you to just write this down just so we can remember. Put a, an, and the right there next to where it says article at the top. Put that on your paper too.
Okay.
And those are the articles, a, an, and the. All right. After you write that, I'll wait till you're done with that. Then I want you to tell me, do you see one of the words in that sentence, one of those articles?
Yeah, it's the.
Good. So right on top of that, let's put AR, and that stands for article. Okay, so go ahead and write that on yours too. And that was it. There's only one. So we can check that now right here. Just put a check by that. And then what's next under that? What's right here?
Two nouns.
2 nouns. Okay, do you see 2 nouns in here?
Um,
Person,
a,
place, thing, or
a
idea.
camp is
Camp
like a
is,
place,
yep, perfect. That
and
the next one's hard. The next one's hard because they is not a noun, that's a pronoun. Decided is a verb. And then we have to take. That's a verb. But this word turns, is actually going to be a noun because it's what they're doing, taking turns. Take is the verb, but turns is a noun. But sometimes turns is a verb too, huh? Like if I turn around like this, the teacher turns around. Okay, that's something I did, right? That's like an action. But in this sentence, it's to take turns. That was a tricky one. So turns is actually a noun here. So go ahead and check that. We got the two. All right, Aurelio, what letter do we need to capitalize in what word?
Um, day and end mark is a period.
Good. You got it. You went ahead of me. That's good. So yes, put those little lines under the T because that should be capital. And then a period at the end is the end mark. Pretty easy. You can go ahead at the bottom here, rewrite the sentence in your nice handwriting, okay? So take your time. Go ahead and write this down. Make sure you put a capital T. And you need your period at the end too. Okay, got it? Good job. All right, we're done with the grammar for today. So your homework is for grammar is going to be pages 10, 11, and 12. Okay, so I think your mom printed them for you. So don't lose those. You're going to need to do those for homework this week. Okay. And now I need you to get out a lined piece of paper. So go ahead and find a lined piece of paper. Yes, go ahead, Aurelio.
So I have two questions. So first, were these 2 pages for the dog thing and the cactus thing?
Yeah.
And can the paper be like this small, like a sticky note?
No, so you're gonna need the one about the dog to answer your first question. And then as far as the paper, you need to have a lined piece of paper like this, a real one. Okay, so if you need to go get one, go ahead and get one real quick.
Okay, let me ask my mom if I have
Okay,
one.
go ahead and get two, actually.
Okay.
Okay, got it? Okay.
Okay, got them.
Okay, so on your paper with your pencil, right here at the very top, next to that red line, I want you to put your name. Put your first and last name. Aurelio Sloan, right here. And then right underneath that, I'm going to have you put today's date, and we're going to use numbers to write the date. And today is 9/17/25. Got it? Okay. And then right underneath that, oh, Raishan is coming in. So let me let him in really quick and then we'll catch him up to what we're doing. Hi, Raishan. Can you hear me? Okay, while he's logging in, Aurelio, I'm going to have you skip a line here. So the next space, I want you to leave blank. And then I want you to write under that the dog and the shadow. Go ahead and copy that kind of in the middle of your paper. That's the title of the.
I actually read that story.
Okay, cool. We're gonna work with that story today. That's good that you read it.
It's just basically about a dog getting a
Wait,
bone.
don't spoil it. Don't spoil it because I don't know if Raishan knows it yet. So go ahead and write
Okay.
that down on your paper. Don't spoil it though. Hi, Raishan. There you
Sorry,
are.
sorry, I'm running late.
That's okay. I'm glad you're here. You missed the grammar lesson, but I recorded it for you, so I'll put it on the Google Classroom and you can watch it later, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so what you need now is a lined piece of paper. Do you have that?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and on your lined piece of paper, you can use a pencil or a pen, whatever you prefer. And on that top line, I want you to put your name, your first and last name right here where the line is.
Okay.
And then this is today's date. And then we're going to talk about a story called The Dog and the Shadow. So go ahead and write that down.
Okay.
And then right underneath that, and go ahead and keep writing. If you're still writing it, it's okay. I'm going to have you put key with a capital K, and then word with a capital W, and then outline with a capital O. Right underneath that key, word, outline. Have you ever heard of an outline before? An outline is it has numbers and words on it, and it's basically a plan that you make for your writing. So when you write an outline, you're putting down some notes for yourself about what you're going to write about. Because when you write, you use complete sentences, right? We use capitals and periods, and we use good grammar, and we make complete sentences when we write a story. But I'm going to teach you guys how to plan for your writing. That's important because then that helps you to know what you're going to write about. Makes it a lot easier. So this is called a keyword outline. And I bet you guys know what a key is, right? Think about a key. What are some things that a key unlocks? What are some things a key unlocks? Aurelia?
Doors, doors, and computers,
Doors and okay, so you like your door to your house? Yeah, if you lock the door,
and
you gotta have a key.
the milky.
The mail key. You said computer, but computer has a different type of a key. It's not the same as this, what I'm
Yeah,
talking about.
but it's still a key.
What about like safe? Like if you keep something important inside a box and then there's a key for it, so you can keep it safe, right? That's another thing you use a key for.
I used to have jail keys, like those handcuffs, and
Oh
then I
yeah,
had
there you
keys for
go.
it.
Keys,
And then
handcuffs.
I didn't want my bird to escape the handcuffs, so I threw the keys away.
Oh my goodness.
I had to break it.
What about like the car? We need a key for the car, right? To drive, to turn it on.
No, my parents just like press a button and the
Oh,
car
it's a
opens.
button. Well, you still have to have that button. You can't start the car if you don't have the button with you, right? So that's still a key.
Yeah.
All right. So basically, a key in life opens up important things, right? Things that are valuable. Like we don't want anybody to steal our car, so we lock the car, right? Or we lock the house. We don't want anybody breaking in the house. So a key is important in life. So when we're talking about writing, A key word is the most important word of the sentence. It is the most important word. And an outline, like I said, is a set of numbers and words that we're going to use as a plan for writing. So here's what I want you to do next. Go ahead and skip a line. And then you're going to come over here to this red line. And I want you to write these numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way to 6, like that. Right next to the red line, 1 through 6. And like I said, outlines have numbers and words. So we're going to organize our words with numbers. Okay, that's the first step. Okay, once you got those numbers, Raishan, do you have your binder yet, or has it not come yet?
No, but I'm printing out the pages.
You did. Okay, good. So after you're done writing 1 to 6, I want you to find the page that says the dog in the shadow. After you're done with that, I'll put mine here so you can see it. Okay, do you have this one? Give me a thumbs up if you guys have this in front of you. The dog in the shadow.
I really want to say the story right now.
Don't tell him. I don't know if he's read it yet. So you have this page, right, Sean? You got it. Okay. So, okay, wait. Let me go back to that. The first thing we're going to do is read the story. It's called The Dog in the Shadow, and it says attributed to Aesop. Have you guys ever heard of Aesop before? Oh, you have, Aurelio? What is it?
It means quick as soon as possible.
Oh, you're thinking
Like you gotta do
ASAP. ASAP, ASAP. No, this is a little different. This is Aesop. This is a style of writing. And basically, what they are, Aesop's fables, you might have heard the word fables before. They're made up stories. They usually have animals in them. And they tell us something we can learn. So they teach us a lesson. Okay, this is a story about a dog, and it's short. And the dog is going to teach us a lesson about life. So after I read this, I want you to be thinking of what lesson can we learn from this dog? Okay. Don't tell us yet, Aurelio. I know you know. Did you need to ask me something? Go ahead. I'm just going to read it. Okay. Don't say anything yet. I'm just going to read it first. So you guys follow on your paper.
Lesson?
Don't say it. I'm going to read, okay? It says, a lucky dog had found a big fresh bone and was carrying it home to enjoy. Whoops, I'm gonna Raishan, I'm just gonna mute you just because there's some background sounds, so I'm just gonna keep going here. So he had a big fresh bone and he was carrying it home to enjoy. On his way, he had to cross a low bridge over a calm stream. As he crossed, he looked down and saw his own reflection in the water beneath. Thinking it was another dog with another bone, he wanted to have that also. So he growled and snapped at the other dog in the water. But as soon as he opened his mouth, the bone fell out. It dropped into the stream and was gone forever. And here he is on the bridge, and it looks like maybe that's the bone. And you see the reflection down there. You can see that he sees his own face. All right, so after I read that, I see your hand, Aurelio. What kind of lesson can we learn from this dog?
Don't be greedy.
Yes, that is a really good one. Don't be greedy. Is there anything else you can think of, Raishan? Don't be greedy is a good one. That's okay. You can keep thinking if you don't know. It's okay. Keep thinking. Another thing I thought of was don't believe everything you see. Especially these days, sometimes on the internet we see stuff and we don't know if it's real or not, right? Well, this is a good example because he sees himself. That word reflection is like when you look in the mirror and you see yourself in the bathroom, you can see yourself, right? Well, he's looking into the water and the water is nice and calm. That means there's like no waves or anything. It's super still. So he can see himself. See his little face down here at the very bottom? And he's thinking he sees another dog. So don't always believe everything you see, right? He's thinking he sees another dog. It was really himself. That's another thing we can learn from it. Aurelio.
Or also, don't believe everything on the internet because
Yes.
some things are Photoshop.
Yes, that's right. Especially nowadays we have AI and all that stuff. You can make photos look a certain way and it's not real.
I was watching a video.
Wait, hold on, Aurelio. Let's not talk about that right now, okay? Maybe at the end if you want to.
Photoshop.
Yeah. All right, so what we're going to do is use this paragraph to make an outline, and we're going to use every single sentence. So I'm going to look at the first sentence here, and the first sentence says, a lucky dog had found a big fresh bone and was carrying it home to enjoy. All right, what do you think are the most important words in that sentence? You guys both need to turn your cameras on so I can see you, okay? Go ahead and turn your cameras on. So, what are the most important words in that sentence? Let me turn off this light so you can see it better. There we go. What do you guys think? Probably like dog or lucky dog. Those are important. What do you think, Aurelio?
Bone.
Bone is a big important word. You can just unmute and say it. What are some other important words like
What
he?
about a?
What about what? Well, found, that's important. Maybe
What about a? What about a?
A? A is not important. That doesn't tell us anything. It's just an article. It's just kind of
Yeah, like the because
we need me
I
we need words.
remember the thing we did. Remember our grammar thing?
Yeah, but
Like
that's something we look for in our grammar book, but it's not an so we're looking for words that's going to help us remember what this sentence is about. Right? So A doesn't tell us anything. A can be in any sentence, really. But what are the words in this sentence that will help us remember what the sentence is about? Maybe like carrying and home and enjoy. See those bigger words that give us more meaning to the sentence. That's what I'm talking about. So words like a or had or and or was, those are not keywords. Remember, keywords are like the key to the house. It's really important. We can't lose the key, right? We need the key to get in the house if it's locked. So that's kind of how it is in a sentence. We have to have these words to remember what the sentence is about. So going back to your outline here, at the bottom, underneath 6, I want you to skip a line and put the word rule like this and put a line underneath it. Because there's some rules on building these outlines. Yes, Aurelio. Go ahead.
you're glitching a lot. You're glitching
Oh,
a lot.
okay. If I'm glitching, am I glitching for you too, Raishan?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Maybe it's me. Can you guys hear me okay though?
Yeah, but when you were talking one time, you froze for 1 minute and then you got back.
Oh boy. Okay, let me try something. I think my Wi-Fi is probably not great right now. Let me try if I move to a hot spot. Let's see if that.
So you're in the mountains right now.
Yeah. Let me try this. Okay, let's try this. How does it sound so far?
Well, you just froze.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
We'll try it. Tell me if it happens again though, okay? Okay. Did you guys write down the word rules? Okay. And then I want you to write under rules, I want you to put 3 key words only. 3 key words only. I'm going to write this down. You guys copy, okay? And I'm going to put this word free. And I'm going to put a word here, symbols. I'll tell you what that means in a second. Go ahead and write that down. Okay. So the rules are we can only have 3 words for each number. Only 3. That's going to be tricky because like when we looked at this first sentence, we underlined a bunch, right? And go ahead and underline these. Lucky dog found bone carrying home in joy. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We underlined 7. That's too many. We can only pick 3. That's where it gets tricky. So, do you have an idea, Aurelio?
Your voice like just glitched a little
Is it
again.
glitching again?
Yeah, like your voice like extended and then start saying again.
Oh man, is it doing that for you too, Raishan?
Yeah, you just froze.
Man, what is going on? All right, let me try something else. Oh, okay. I know I froze again. All right. We're going to try this one. Hang in there with me, but what I was saying is we only can use 3 words on our outline for each number, okay? But we underlined way too many. But look, there's some free things that we can use in our outline that we don't have to count, like symbols. Do you know what symbols are? What are
Yeah.
symbols, Aurelio?
There's like kind of signs. Like, let me give you an example. Like this Sharpie has a Sharpie symbol.
Okay. It's almost like a little picture, right? A little tiny picture, maybe, or a shape. And then the other thing you can use for free are numbers. So go ahead and write the word numbers under that.
Symbol.
Yes. Go ahead and write numbers under that. So on our outline, Raishan, are you writing this down? Raishan, make sure you write these words, okay? Write this down on your paper.
Okay.
So these are things you can use in your outline for free that we don't have to count. We can use symbols, which are like little pictures. We can use numbers, and we can use abbreviations. And I know that's a big word. Abbreviations. I'll zoom in a little bit so you can see that word. And does anybody know what an abbreviation is?
Wait, is there a short way for that?
Yes, like if you're talking about the United States of America, it's going to be USA.
But,
Oh,
but
That's
what about for abbreviation?
abbreviations would be like Monday, MON with a dot, right? That's another example. I'll put that one here too. MON. Because when you see MON with a dot, that stands for Monday. So it's basically a shortened way to say a word. Okay.
But what about what's the short way for abbreviation?
Oh, I see what you mean. I think it's AB, but I want you to write out the whole word, abbreviations. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So if we can only choose 3 words, but we can draw a little picture in our outline, looking at that first sentence, I don't think we need to talk about the dog because we already have the dog in the title, right? The dog and the shadow. We already know we're talking about a dog. But maybe a word we could use is found. Found would be a good word to remember for that sentence. So I'm going to write it here, found, and then I'm going to put a comma. So go ahead and write that on yours too. Okay. On your sentence here, go ahead and circle found. And then I want you to circle bone because bone is really important. It is a keyword. We need to remember bone too. So we have found and bone. Go ahead and circle those on your paper. Aurelia?
You glitched again.
Okay. I'm so sorry. I don't know how to fix it. I tried. As long as you can still hear me. So did you hear that I said to circle found and circle bone? Did you guys get to do that?
I didn't hear you say circle bone.
Okay, so circle the word bone.
Bone.
And by the way, I am recording this, so it'll come through clear on the recording, so you can watch it later too if you need to. Okay.
Okay.
Next to found, next to number one, I want you to put the word bone.
Bone.
Because that's another key word for that first sentence. So go ahead and write these down here next to number one. We have found, comma, bone, comma. And he was carrying it. Where did he take the bone in the sentence?
Ah. He
Where did he go, Aurelio?
went to the calm stream.
Not yet. I'm just looking at the first sentence. Where did he take the bone? Where was he carrying it?
Home.
Home. Can we draw a little symbol here for a home, maybe? Like
Yeah.
that? Just a little tiny house right there on your paper. So found, bone, home. That'll work. And then to enjoy, I'm going to put that word enjoy too. Now, those are the key words in that first sentence. The best, the most important words, right? That's what we're looking for. That was just in the first sentence, but I know you're already thinking ahead, Aurelio, so I'm going to have you help us with the second sentence. But before we go on, circle enjoy. So we have found, bone, and enjoy. Make sure you circle those words. Found, bone, enjoy. Thumbs up when you got all that written down. Is that a thumb?
Yeah.
Okay, and I see you still writing, Raishan. Keep going. And then Aurelio, can you read the next sentence? It starts with on his way. Just read that sentence, okay?
On his way, he had to cross a low bridge over a calm stream.
Good. Okay, stop there. So what are some key words in that sentence, Aurelio? What are some key words? You said it earlier.
Calm.
Calm is a key word, yes.
I just guessed randomly. Stream.
Stream, good. What else?
Uh,
Go ahead and underline these, Raishan, on your page too, okay? So
Bridge.
underline calm and stream.
Bridge.
Bridge, yep.
And cross.
And cross. There you go. That's
I just
it.
guessed randomly.
That was good. You picked it right. That was really good. Because we don't need on or his or way. Those are not key words. You're looking for the most important words. But we have four of them underlined, and we can only have three, remember, on our outline. So, is there a word maybe of those that we could draw? a symbol?
Okay, stream,
Yeah,
we could draw like two
like,
squiggly lines.
yes, yes, good. You're thinking. That's right. So let's circle, cross, bridge, and calm. We're going to use those
Wait, you could
three.
use a bridge as a symbol too.
We only need one though. Because we can have three words, right? So we could have cross, bridge, calm, and then use water symbol for stream. So you can have the three words, but yeah, you could draw bridge. You could draw bridge if you wanted to. I'm going to put cross, bridge, calm, and then water. That's water. So we got, go ahead and write this down. Cross, comma, bridge, comma, calm, and then we have a little symbol for water. So what we're doing is taking notes on the paper that we just read, and we're only looking for key words, only key words. None of the little words, none of the a or the or and, none of those. Just the key words for each sentence. And the rule is down here, here are the rules, only three. Three keywords only. We can only have three words, but we can have these for free, symbols, numbers, and abbreviations. Yes, Aurelio.
Okay, go get some water.
Yes. Well, let's see what time we got. Yeah, you can get water. Be really quick though, okay? All right. And then Raishan, did you already write these down?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I want you to read the next sentence. On the paper, it starts right here with as he crossed. Just read the sentence right here.
Okay. As as he crossed, he looked down and saw his own reflection.
Keep going.
In the water beneath, thinking it was.
Wait, stop right there. There's the period. So right after beneath. So you got it. Good.
Okay.
So now think about the key words in that sentence. What are some key words, really important words in that sentence? Let's underline them.
Dog.
I don't see dog in that sentence though, so no, not in
Uh,
that sentence. Look at the actual words in that sentence you just read. What are some
okay.
key words? What are the important
Cr-
words in that sentence?
cross.
Good. Crossed.
Um. Reflection
Yes, good. Reflection. What else?
and look.
Looked. Yep. There's others in there, but those are the three you're picking, like are the most important.
Yeah.
I wonder if we need that word down.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
down.
And then the last word is pretty important too. This word beneath. Do you know what beneath means, Raishan?
Like beneath something.
Is that up or down when it's beneath?
Down.
Yes. Okay. So like beneath the table, maybe your dog is sitting there waiting for a crumb to fall under the table or beneath the
Uh-huh.
table. Mine does that all the time. All right, so I like those. Good job. So let's circle crossed. I think that we need that one for sure. We could draw some eyes for looked, and we could draw a down arrow for down. So I'm going to circle that word reflection and beneath. So we got crossed, reflection, and beneath. Now let's write that on our outline. So the first word for that sentence is going to be crossed. And then we'll draw some eyeballs for looked, right? When we draw little eyebrows, I like to draw them like this with little eyelashes on them. Just draw some eyes. And then I'm going to draw a down arrow like that. You got to draw it pretty small because it's got to stay on that line. So don't make these too big. Okay, keep it small. And then that word reflection, we definitely need that one. And then the word beneath. Okay, so I'm going to give you a minute to write those down. We have crossed, and then eyes for look, down, reflection, beneath. So just while you're working on that, that's what we're doing. We're taking notes on every sentence of this story. And we're putting down those key words. Because this is your first time, everybody's is going to look the same. But eventually, when you get used to doing this and taking notes and making your own outline, it can be different. It doesn't have to be exactly the same. But since this is your first one, this one's we're gonna keep it the same, okay? All right, Aurelio, go ahead and read the next sentence. It starts with the word thinking. It's like right in the middle of the paragraph.
Thinking, it was another dog with another bone. He wanted to have that also, so he went out and
Oh,
snatched
stop
it.
there. That was just the one sentence. Okay, so what are some key words in that sentence?
Okay. Thinking.
Good, thinking.
Wanted.
Wanted, good.
Bone.
Bone.
And a dog.
Dog.
Wait, one last one?
Well, I mean, put as many, we can underline all of them, but we're going to only pick 3. I was thinking that word another might be a good one too. So let's underline that one too. So
Me too.
Okay, good. I underlined thinking, another dog, bone, wanted. Those are the ones I underlined. And you're right, though. That's too many. That's 5, and we can only have 3. Well, I know that we can use maybe a D for dog. And maybe we could do another D, bone wanted. So let's circle another and bone and wanted. Because I think we can assume he's thinking that because he's looking at his reflection. So we can remember that he's thinking. He's thinking. He thought he saw another dog, right? Another dog and then bone and wanted. Okay, so we're going to do it like this. Let's write the word another. And then I'm going to put a D and I'm going to circle it right here. And I also want you to circle the D in the title. That way we can remember, oh yeah, when I see that D with a circle, that means dog. And that's going to remind me. See how I circled it here and here? So make sure you circle it both places. And then we have bone and wanted. That was good. Okay, Raishan, did you get to do number 4 yet? Another, okay, go ahead and write that down. I know you're eating breakfast. That's okay. Another D, bone, wanted. The reason why we circled that, Raishan, is because that we want to circle it in the title too, and that's going to be a clue. That'll help us remember what that stands for. So this is what happened when he looked at his reflection. He saw another dog. He thought it was another dog. He didn't know it was himself. Thought it was another dog. And he wasn't happy with his own bone, just having that. He wanted the other dog's bone too. So that's what happened. Okay, and then Raishan, I'm going to have you do the next sentence.
Okay.
And it starts right here with, so he growled. So go ahead and read that sentence, so he growled. Got it? It looks like you're looking for it. Oh, wait, you're muted, so unmute yourself real quick, Raishan. There you go. Starts right here. So he growled.
The 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 other dog in the water, but as he opened his mouth, the bone fell
Oh, wait, you went
out.
too far right here. Start over again. I didn't hear you. Start where it says, so he growled.
Okay. So he growled and snapped at the other dog in the water. But as he opened his mouth, the bone fell out.
Good. Nice job. All right, let's underline all the keywords first. So what are some keywords there?
Dog,
Good.
beneath.
Um,
Oh, wait, no. What? Growled,
growled. Good one. What else?
snapped,
Good. Keep going. What else?
uh, um, opened,
Good. Yes. What else?
mouth,
Yes.
bone,
Yes.
water.
Yes.
Let's see. What?
What happened to the bone at the end? There's a word that we need to remember right here.
Fell.
Yeah, I think so. That's a good one. Okay, that's good. Those are the main keywords. That's a lot, huh? This is going to be a hard one because we can only use three. So he growled and snapped at the other dog in the water. I think we know he's looking at the water, so I don't think we need dog and water. But
Mm-hmm.
it's important to remember that he opened his mouth and that the bone fell out. So, maybe we need to talk about growled and snapped. Growled and snapped. Those are pretty important, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what if we start with that? Let's put growled. This is number 5, comma, snapped. And then it says he opened his mouth. Can we draw a little like a face? Okay, somebody's messing with, oh, Aurelio, don't mess with your headphones because I can hear that, okay? I'm gonna draw a little face with a mouth open like that. And then I'm gonna put that word bone and then a down arrow. So we have growled, snapped, that's his mouth open, and the bone fell out. On our paper, we can circle that growled, snapped, and bone. And then we're going to stop there. Did you write it down, Aurelio? Oh, computer's about to die. Hold on. I think that could be part of the problem. There, I forgot to plug my computer in. That's better. Okay. Um, and I'm gonna let you do number 6 by yourself as part of your homework, okay? So here's what I'm gonna show you next. You're gonna put away the original of the story. You're not gonna look at the original anymore. You're only gonna look at your outline that we just made here, okay? And this is what we're going to do. This is part of your homework, so you got to watch me for a second. I'm going to look down at number 1 and I see the words found, bone, home, enjoy. And then I'm going to think of a new sentence, my own sentence, using only those keywords. So something like this. I'm going to look at it, I'm going to think of a sentence, and then I'm going to look up at you guys and I'm going to say, one day there was a dog who found a bone and was carrying it home to enjoy. Now I'm going to look down at number 2. And I have cross, bridge, calm, and then water. So I got to think of a sentence. And then I'm going to look up and say, he crossed over a bridge that was over calm water. And then I look down into number 3 and I think of a sentence. You get the idea? So you're going to look at the number and the words, think of a sentence by yourself, and then look up and say the sentence. So, Aurelia, I need you to take that off your headphones. I want you to try number 1. Okay, Aurelia, so look at your outline. Look at number 1. You have found, bone, home, enjoy. Think of a sentence, and then I want you to look at the camera and tell us the sentence using those words. Okay?
Um, so I just make up a story with all of those words?
Just the one sentence. We're doing it sentence by sentence. So just look at number 1 and think of a sentence using those words, and then look up at me and say the sentence.
It's just the same. I can't think of a new one.
It's okay. Even if it's the same, that's okay. Go ahead and say a sentence. But you got to look at me, though, when you say it.
The dog found a bone and brought it home to enjoy.
Good. Yes, that's good. Okay, Raishan, how about you try number 2? Look at number 2, and then I'm going to come back to you for number 3, Aurelio, so you can look ahead, okay? Raishan, you're going to do number 2. Look at those key words you wrote down and try to think of your own sentence. You got to tell us looking at us, though, okay? Unmute yourself, too. Don't forget that.
So like I have to make that my own?
Yeah, so you're going to look at number 2. See the words there? You have cross, bridge, calm, and water. And then you're going to look up at me and use those words in a sentence. Just tell me a full sentence with those words.
Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Like what words can I use?
You can use, okay, so you look at number 2 really quick with me. You see how it says cross, bridge, calm, and then you have water. So think of a sentence like you can say, he crossed a bridge. You can just add the words to make it a sentence. So like he crossed a bridge that was over a calm stream or something like that. Okay? So you try it now. You can start with he crossed.
He crossed. He crossed the calm bridge.
Okay, good. You're close. The calm goes with water. You're really close. Try it again. He crossed the bridge, right? Because he's walking across the bridge and it was over the calm water, right? Okay, so try that one more time.
He he crossed the bridge over calm water.
Nice. Good job. I like it. Okay, so Aurelio, look at number 3. You're going to do the next one. And then Raishan, you're going to do 4. So you can look ahead and listen to Aurelio. He's going to do 3. Wait, you got to unmute.
I had to I forgot to do I did the water like this way, but I forgot to do it like this way.
Oh,
So I
that's
went
okay.
them.
But you're looking at 3, right? You have crossed and then you have eyes for looked and down.
Wait, wait,
Is that what you have?
Where's my paper? Oh, there.
So look at number 3, look at the words and symbols you have there, and then try to make a sentence with those words and symbols and look up and tell us a sentence.
As he crossed, he
You
looked.
gotta look up at me though when you say it.
Okay.
You gotta memorize
As
it.
he crossed, he looked down at the river and
You can peek if you need to look back.
okay, so as he crossed, he looked down and looked at his reflection and in beneath the water.
Good. No, that was good. This is hard. You did great. I like that sentence. That's good. And we're gonna do one more. So, Raishan, look at number 4 on your outline. It says another D for dog, bone, and wanted. So now you use those words and make a complete sentence. Tell us a whole sentence. Wait, you are muted. You got to unmute first. I can't hear you. Okay.
Another dog that wanted a bone.
Say it one more time.
A another dog that wanted a bone.
Okay, but it was him. He thought he saw another dog, right? It
Yeah.
wasn't the other dog that wanted the bone, it was him. So you can say something like, he saw another dog, right? And then he wanted that bone also. Try that.
Try that.
Yeah, so try that. So say, he saw another dog, and then you finish the sentence.
He saw another dog. Uh, my paper isn't really. This is actually correct. Like I can't really do it.
Here, let me show you what I'm talking about. Right here, number 4, is that the one you're looking at?
Yeah, and uh, he wanted that other dog's bone.
Okay, good. That was better. Good job. Yes. All right, you guys. So last thing, I know we're going a little bit late, but down here, I want you to just draw a line like this. And then I want you to put parent sign here. So what you're going to do is finish number 6 by yourself up here, okay, with your keywords. And then you're going to retell the story to your parent. So you're going to use your keywords and you're going to think of a sentence and then look at them and say the sentence. And then go on to number 2. Think of a sentence, look at the words, think of a sentence, look up, say the sentence. Look down at number 3, at the keywords,
Okay.
think of a sentence, look up until you say the whole thing. Okay. And then after you tell them the story, you can have them sign on that line right here so that I know you told them the story.
Wait, what do they need to sign?
Right here on that line. And
Oh,
I
what do you need
recorded
to
this,
say?
their name. They
Oh.
put their name here. Okay, their signature. Parent sign here. So basically, you're going to finish number 6, and then you're going to practice retelling it using the outline. So you're going to look at the words and think and say it, tell them the story using this. And then after you're done telling them the story, they're going to sign it here. Okay, so that's your homework. Now, I want you to, I know you don't have your binder yet, but do you have a folder or something to put these papers in so they don't get lost?
Yeah, my back.
Keep it in a
I
folder.
Backpack.
Okay, because I don't want you to lose these papers. You need them.
Okay.
So go ahead and put everything in your folder, all the stuff we worked on today, or your backpack, or wherever. Keep it safe. And then I'll see you guys next week. Aurelia, did you want to say something real quick?
I have to go now because my brother
Yeah.
has class.
All right. I'll see you guys next week. Have
Bye, thank you.
Bye. You're welcome.
Bye.